So, last night was kind of different. I was in an altered state of consciousness, to put it mildly, and started seeing shit that didn't make any sense anymore. It started as I was walking into my bedroom to go pass out, and everything turned into boxes. And as I would walk, I could look into boxes, and all of the universe was inside every box, but in a different way. Every box held a different universe, with just one minor change being different from one to the other. And the people around me were also looking into boxes while doing the same things they were doing. Almost like every different box, by going from one box to another, you were changing the very definition of reality. By looking into one box, you were placing yourself into the reality that was that one box. Even people sleeping were looking into boxes. And it makes you wonder if, even if you're unaware of it, when you're sleeping, you're participating in a different version of reality. You're in a different universe. I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't fit with everything we know. What if you're just inside one box that someone's looking into, whether it be yourself or somebody else? What if your consciousness is all that is affecting which decision is made? How do you know which the true reality is if by looking into another box there's another reality? How do you answer these questions?
So, now that you've met Gus, I'll tell you a thing or two about him. He is a very good friend of mine. We met in senior year in high school in photography class. Now, the interesting thing about this experience is that I lent him this book called The Holographic Universe, written by Michael Talbot, and it explores metaphysical concepts and combining quantum mechanics with mysticism, essentially. And I think that this book partially had an influence upon his hallucinations, even though this first hallucination was caused by alcohol, which I don't think is all that common. So I think that somebody is trying to tell him something about the universe. And I also think it's interesting how people that take drugs expect certain things when they get high. So when they expect euphoric sensations, they take it to experience that. Whereas you have certain cultures that take drugs to enlighten themselves, to experience metaphysical properties or the meaning of life. I think Gus, whether or not he was thinking about it, he was expecting to be enlightened. And I think this next segment really accentuates his expectation for enlightenment.
So, boxes. Tonight was a little different experience with the box. As I was there, I discovered the edges of the box. The box was the room I was in. The room, the four walls, ceiling, floor, was the box. The carpet, the pattern on the carpet of the floor was kind of checkered or something not like a black and white, but whatever it was a small repeating pattern. And within every repetition of the pattern on the floor of the box was another copy of the universe. As you get closer, the pattern expands, and you notice that every universe in the pattern of the carpet is just as different as every box that you noticed as you were walking through. And if every box contains a different universe, and the carpet of every universe contains a pattern, and that pattern contains even more universes, what are the characteristics of the universes inside the boxes? And then, as I'm noticing this, I'm getting closer to the floor, and I stand back up, a very strange phenomena occurred. Now I know this can be attributed to an effect similar to alcohol, where when you are drunk, you lose your balance and you tumble. This did not happen to me. I did not lose my balance. I did not fall over. But the sensation that I had was that somebody kicked the side of the box, because all of a sudden the floor, what I perceived as down, was no longer a flat surface underneath me. It was like somebody took the edge of the box and just picked it up, kicked it. I don't know. Somebody kicked my box. And the universes in the pattern in that carpet knew that my box had been kicked, because things in their universe started going differently. Like, what upset my box affected that universe that was in the pattern of the carpet in my box. It's like looking into a mirror and holding a mirror up right below your eye level. You see the reflection of the mirror in the mirror that you're looking at, and it just goes on and on and on. It almost makes you think that's how decisions are made, is that I decide to do this action or that action, or follow this perception or that perception, and all I'm really doing when I do that is just diving into the carpet and going into that universe and that pattern of the carpet at that moment. You come back to the question of why, how, what made it like this? The why is an important question. You know, why is this like this? But maybe I don't care why. Maybe the why wouldn't be so important if we understood the how we can control it. Maybe if I could understand how to control this, the why would cease to matter, and the truth behind why is that we're just meant to discover it and learn to control it, and that is all the why there is.